Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Today we are going to be covering the Man United v Manchester City derby, which is going to be a big one. And yeah, I think a lot of people aren't feeling too confident going into this one, having seen the lineup, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a very close game. But let's run through all of the stats, all of the lineup, and we'll see where we end up. Just watching the end of the West Ham Everton game at the moment, and from the looks of it, Everton are going to grab a much needed 3 points, especially considering that they could possibly have a few point deductions given their financial status at the moment. But yeah, so let's first of all go through the starting lineup. So we have Onana in net, Maguire at the back, pairing with Evans. We've got Delo at right back, Lindelof left back, I believe, Amrabat, CDM, McTominay in the midfield, and Eriksen being awarded a start after his stellar performance against Copenhagen coming off the bench. We have Rashford up front with Højlund as the striker, Fernandes on the right, and yeah, this very well could be a diamond in the midfield. However, it's looking as though it will be a 4-3-3. Manoa, are you positive? I'm actually not at all optimistic. That's things you love to hear. In the preview show, I was looking at a few stats between the sides at Old Trafford, and they've all been fairly close. However, Manchester City have got the best of us at Old Trafford, which is why I'm rather worried going into this match. I think in terms of the scoreline, Manchester City are definitely going to score. So we need to score at least 2 goals to win this match. Will we do it? I don't know. Keenan, hi mate, how are you doing, Keenan? It's a bit shaky. I'm not going to lie. I think we are going to have to pull out pretty much a miracle like Francis Ngannou did against Tyson Fury in order to have any chance here. So fingers crossed we can actually do it. But yeah, I think as far as it all goes, I think having Evans at the back with Maguire against Man City is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen in my life, which does not fill me with confidence in the slightest. Good, thanks. Don't like Bruno off the right at all. Couldn't we play Rashford there instead and have Garnacho on the left? If I'm being completely honest, I think the chances of us actually winning this match and our route to victory is surviving the first half. And then when it comes to the second half, as long as we're not like 2-0, 3-0 down, we've got a chance. We've got a chance at that point. Stream keeps lagging. Let me see what I can do about that. So is the stream still lagging now? What's going on here? Let me have a look. So the stream's good for Keenan. Let's see. There may be some technical difficulties, I don't know. Suhan, what's up, man? So is the stream still lagging for people, or is the stream alright? You tell me. It's alright. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so moving on. We've got a big game today. I just posted on the Instagram chat or feed rather. This is a bit of a damning stat. Johnny Evans makes his first Old Trafford Manchester derby appearance since October 2011, when he received a red card and United were beat 6-1 by Man City. So in terms of positivity, that does not fill me with a lot of it. However, if you look at our bench, it's pretty stacked. If we can survive the first half and not go a few goals down, then we very well, being the home side as well, second half, we can come back into it. So I'm holding out hope for that. In terms of our defence though, Delo, I'm expecting a decent game from him, because every time that I've seen Delo against Manchester City, he's looked rather scared. So I'm hoping he can actually put in a shift today and not look as though he's about to, if you'll mind my French, crap his jocks. I hope that Delo will actually put in a good performance. Hold me, I'm nervous, says Diego. I think it's. Am I feeling confident? I don't know. I'm feeling delusional today, to be honest, to be confident, because yeah, it's a bit. It's definitely a 50-50 game. This one, almost everything is against us, other than the fact that we're at home. I can see the second half close out. That's what we hope. RIP our defence. I'm absolutely shocked that Johnny's starting. Varane surely must have an injury if Evans is starting. Or let's see, could Ten Hag be resting Varane because we need to win in the Champions League? That is the question. So our next match after Man City. Wait a second, are we not even playing in the... No, we've got Newcastle in the EFL Cup on Wednesday. I think, could he be resting Varane purely for that? Perhaps. Do you think Mainu will get a chance? I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in for like 10-15 minutes in the end of the second half, maybe. However, depending on the scoreline, it's going to be quite an intense environment, and for a youngster to come back from injury and come into that environment must mean that Ten Hag has a lot of confidence in him. So I'd be happy to see Mainu come in for a little while, but I doubt Ten Hag's going to throw him into that sort of environment, in all honesty. We just need to get there without conceding 3 goals and having scored at least 2. That's what we need, Diego. What's everyone's score predictions? Get them in the chat. I think Erik Ten Hag wants to be fired. Ilmi, man, I've got my eyes on you, man. You were very, very close to calling Ten Hag out in another live stream that we did. I'm trying to remember the match. I don't know if it was the Nottingham Forest one or... I've got my eyes on you, Ilmi. You whiff of Ten Hag out. Suhan, Varane is on the bench though. Why wouldn't he start him for the derby ahead of the cup game though? Varane should have started. I don't know what the gaffer's thinking. He's obviously picked up something small then, or like he just doesn't want to risk Varane for some reason. I can't believe that he just wouldn't start him because he thinks that Evans is a better player, like, even though Evans is the GOAT. So, still 1-0 United for Diego. Keenan, hopefully a 2-0 win. Rasmus Brace. We must still believe, Old Truthfordians. Cost back in the chat. Why Evans and not Varane? Why not Mount? But we're trying. I think it's going to be all good. I think I'm very confident in this match. I think. Do I think? No, I don't think. I believe, because I know United will win this match 3-1. Boys, Man City will score a goal. We just need to remember not to panic when Man City do score a goal, and hopefully we can get the first goal. If we get the first goal, somehow go into the second half 1-0 up at half time. We know our record at home. We know our record at home when we're leading going into the first half. So we just need to deal with that, and then let Man City play around a bit for the second half. Oh, we're under pressure, and then suddenly look at our bench. Like, look at our bench. We are stacked when it comes to the bench. Ten Hag has just come out, by the way, saying just on Mainoo's return, he's ready to play part of the match, and that's good news because we're counting on him. He's a midfielder we might need with his qualities, his physique, his quality with the ball. He is courageous, therefore qualities to make his contribution to the team. So that leans towards we're going to see Mainoo coming on in the second half. That's quite interesting because he's almost directly come out and said Mainoo will be playing in the second half. Have you heard? Pep is a United fan, I am convinced. Have you heard what he said again in Madrid yesterday style? I think, in Madrid style. That's what I see this game being. I think it's going to be a very similar match, in all honesty, other than we will score first. I don't know if I can see us coming back from going 1-0 down so early on in the first half. I think if it's in the first half that we concede a goal, we're going to see a bit of a capitulation. So fingers crossed Delo can stay switched on. Hopefully Evans can put in a goat-like performance like he did against Burnley. I know Man City and Burnley are very, very similar opposition, so hopefully Evans can do the Lord's work. As for this, let's see, Keenan, maybe for McTominay so he doesn't give a third penalty in a row away. If McTominay gives a hat-trick of penalties away, I'll be damned. Surely Ten Hag's told McTominay, just do not enter our box at any cost. Because I'm just going to be on the edge of my seat as soon as I see McTominay enter our box now. Ilmi, if we do not concede a goal in the first 10 minutes, then we will be okay. But if they score a goal, then OMG. Yeah, if they score a goal in the first 10 minutes, then it's kind of... You can never write United off, but we know the avenue that it's going to go down if we do concede in the first 10 minutes. Manoa, Pep hypes us up because he knows they'll win. It's such an annoying character. Yeah, I know. It's like he always plays the underdog in his mind, but it's like after you've spent as much as you've spent and you've like Man City will never be the underdogs, and that's why nobody will ever root for them. Cost, Maguire hopefully has a huge head and Evans is the goat of defence. Haaland will be horrified. It's a shame Luke Shaw isn't back yet because Luke Shaw tended to have decent matches against Haaland. We need every one of them to put in a goat-like performance. That's what we need. Who is everyone's shout for man of the match? What are we saying? Who's going to be the hero of today? A lot of people have been writing off Marcus Rashford. That's all I'm saying. I mean, and with good reason. He hasn't been as good as I thought that he would have been at the start of this season, but with Marcus Rashford, Derby Day, not scored in how many games, he could pop up with an important one today. And he does like scoring against Man City. Okay, Costa's going with Evans being man of the match, and Keenan, you've gone with Erasmus. Ilmi, I have said yesterday 1-0, Rashford 88th minute goal. I would pay to see that, Ilmi. I would pay. Did someone delete my chat? I don't think so, Cost. I don't have any moderators and I didn't do it, so. Suhan, Maguire masterclass incoming. Oh. Can Maguire score again? Can McTominay score another long ranger like he's done in previous Manchester derbies? I'm getting pumped for this. 26 minutes away from kickoff. Let's just have a quick look at the league table. And let's see if we can do something from there. Bear with me. Let me just see if I can get the Premier League table up here. Okay. Now, how are things looking? Aston Villa are on a tear at the moment. Brighton are winning as well. Okay. So if we win today's match, as things stand, we can make our way all the way up to 7th, which progress is progress. I mean, can't put it down. But yeah, if we beat Manchester City, we'll be 3 points off them, leaving them in 5th place, and we will be 3 points off Manchester City, 1 point above Newcastle, 1 point behind Brighton. So Brighton are winning, Aston Villa are winning, and Liverpool are winning. It's not looking good for us. This isn't exactly what I wanted to see, but no, I think it's I think a win's a win, and this win would make it 4 wins in a row, which you can't undermine what that would actually do to the players' confidence. So fingers crossed they can do the business today. '90th minute plus 20-minute Evans goal. We will be here. I want to see Onana have some saves today, please. I specifically request that. What's happened to Sergio? I think Sergio must be injured still. That's the only conclusion I can come to on why he's not knocking about and he's on the bench, because he didn't have a good game against Copenhagen, and he made a post on his Instagram story saying something on the lines of "Can't wait to be back when I'm 100% fit" or something like that. So he's clearly not up to it at the moment, and I would imagine Ten Hag doesn't want to risk rushing a player back to just get injured again, given the amount of injuries that we do have. So yeah, I think that's what's up with Sergio. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come on in the second half as well. Literally, if you do look at our bench, we could finish the game very strongly. It just depends how switched on we are in the first half. I think if we go 1-0 up in the first half, then it's a guaranteed win. If we go into half time 1-0 up. Okay, so we are just looking at Christian Eriksen at the moment, and now Ten Hag in his pre-match interview is giving a few key words of wisdom. Manoa, and let's see if we lose, we will be 11 points off off top, flipping heck, and it's only 10 games into the season. Yeah, if we lose, then top 4 is the priority. Really, we've started extremely slowly. And yeah, this is the only chance that we've got of doing anything really. If we lose today, then top 4 is the priority. If we win today, title charge. I don't care, title charge. It's coming. Is 5th place Champions League this year or not? No, I think that's next season, Keenan. Do you have any mods? No, I do not. I trust the Old Truthfordian not to say anything dodgy in the chat. You seem like all seem like very decent people. Manoa, the reason Keenan's asking if 5th place is Champions League this year or not is because that's going to be a new rule going forward. I don't know if it's next season or the season after, but it is going to be a case of the top 5 in the Premier League do get Champions League football. Okay, so Ten Hag's coming out saying we have good spirit and a fighting spirit, and together, if you have a good plan, which I think we have, then you have a chance. Ten Hag has shown oh god, look at the stats here. Okay, so Marcus Rashford has 3 expected goals and he scored 1 and assisted 1. We've got a serious problem with scoring goals at the moment with our forwards. Hopefully we can change that today. I mean, one can hope. One can hope and pray. England have to take 1st or 2nd in coefficient. Huh? What does that mean, Cost? Yeah, so next season 5th is for UCL. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. Okay, so 6th, 7th are Europa League spots, and 8th is Europa Conference League spots. The Premier League is pretty much just the Super League at this point, if we're being honest. Like, yeah, sure, some of our teams will lose in Europe, but when it comes to English sides, but when it comes to the managers, when it comes to the money spent, when it comes to, oh yeah, now the top 5 get Champions League football, like, it's going to get to a point where Nottingham Forest are beating AC Milan if the money keeps coming in and we actually get, well, if the English sides get better owners. So, for example, City won UCL, so that coefficient. Oh, okay, I see. So, because an English side won the Champions League, then there would be an extra spot up for grabs for the Champions League because obviously City would have already secured their place. Is United get grouped? It's a loss for a coefficient, so, and yeah, you get, okay. So 8 teams participate in Europe. What is this? It's the Super League, my friend. Welcome. And the greatest team to have ever played in the Super League. It's Manchester United. So we need 5th this season. We need 1st this season, Cost. That's what we need. And that's what Johnny Evans is going to provide us. He's got his game face on. He's ready. Maguire looking flexible, stretching those legs. He knows what he's doing. What a guy. What a guy. Stuart, what the frick is this team losing trust in Erik ten Hag? Stuart, calm. Fear not, my friend. We've got faith in Ten Hag, and he will pull out the victory. 3-1 today. I think I'm surprised that nothing's come out pre-match that Ten Hag said about Varane being injured or anything like that. I'm trying to find it if he has, because I'm very shocked by that. Oh, Pep Guardiola. I don't know if there's a person who I find more frustrating. I kind of rate his sarcasm sometimes when reporters ask him dumb questions, but other times I'm just like, oh, what a petty man. What a petty man. If Brighton win Europa, then we get 7 teams in Europe. Mad. Evans is better than that. Aruha guy, changed my mind. Isn't Arujo the guy that Rio Ferdinand's been raving about and said that he thinks United should sign? In Football Manager 24, players hate me, but we won Europa, so why do they hate you, Cost? Stuart, with team, he has put out 4-0 loss. Stuart, keep the faith, my friend. Keep the faith. It's we know what's going to happen here. 3-1 win. And if I say it enough times, it will come true. He's a wind-up. Who's a wind-up Keenan? Oh, Pep. Yeah, he's just... Pep thinks he is him. Pep's the Mike Tyson of managers where, like, yeah, he's beat everyone that he should beat. And, well, I don't know, Mike Tyson is a hard one. Like, the things that trainers used to say about Mike Tyson was that he was a bully when it came to boxing, and every fight that he had where it was 50-50, he lost. And Pep Guardiola, with all of the attributes, all of the money, all of the training facilities, blah, 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 owners that listen to his every whim, yeah, he's had success, but without going to a small team and showing that he can do it there, Pep Guardiola will never be considered the greatest manager of all time. Let's say I can't put everyone in the Europa. Football Manager 24, I beat Liverpool 5-0. Well, I mean, why are you playing with Brighton? What are you doing, Cost? We are 13 minutes away from kickoff. It's gonna be an interesting one. Hopefully, let's see. Let's look at Haaland's training here. It is the battle of Haaland versus Højlund today. As much as people don't want to compare the two, and obviously Haaland's a bit more further on with his development than Højlund is, you just know that that's going to be the headline, and people are going to run with it. Say Højlund scores a last-minute winner, people are going to run with it, and the rivalry will begin. And that's what I'm here for. Fred would have been perfect for today. Fred's in the past, my friend. Forget Fred. We've got McTominay. McTominay to score a goal. Okay, 3-1. I'm going... My final prediction, 3-1. And I'll say who's going to score. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Rashford. I'm going to go with Højlund. And I'm going to go with Amrabat. I think those three players are the ones to watch out for. Haaland is a ghost in Champions League. Penalty for blonde babe. Haaland should win women's Ballon d'Or. Oh, don't say that. He's gonna score against us, and then he's gonna unleash those beautiful locks of hair. Those beautiful blonde locks. We can't mock him yet. We have to mock him after. Oh, now I have to watch a bloody Jack Grealish advert with his headphones. Okay, Roy Keane. What's Roy Keane saying? Is he gonna fill us with confidence? There is a concern about the centre backs. Johnny had a lot of injury problems last year, but will play a part. They will need to be at their best. Lack of speed. Maguire and Evans. Lack of playing time. Okay, that doesn't fill me with confidence, Roy. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Maguire is speed. He is him, says Cost. Maguire's had a couple of decent games, but this is the test, really. This is the one where he proves his worth, because, okay, yeah, you can have a good game against Sheffield United. You can have a good game against Burnley. And yeah, fair enough. We're all surprised and we're happy with it because you're our second choice, third choice, whatever, our bench centre-back. However, when you've been bought for 80 million, you're on the wages you are. This is where you prove, oh, okay, you've turned a corner. You put in a performance against Man City, and then yeah, all is somewhat forgiven. And then you become the hero of the season, Maguire. You can do it, Harry. You're a wizard. Cast, I won all trophies possible in a season in Football Manager 23 for United. That's why Brighton. I see, okay. So, so when do you reckon you're going to enter the real world of football management, Cost? Okay, 8 minutes till kickoff. It is about to get crazy. Biggest game of the season. And a lot of people, I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people have switched off to this game when it comes to actually watching it, because I think a lot of people aren't very positive, but I've got a funny feeling that we can pull out a win here. I mean, I sniff an opportunity in Chelsea. Big Poch. True. Do you reckon Poch, they're going to get rid of Poch? I think they can't. I think they literally can't get rid of Poch until the end of the season now, despite how many games they lose. I think they're going to stick with him at least until January. Then see if See if they can get a striker in January, because they need one to finish off all the chances they're creating. But if they get a striker and then he doesn't hit the ground running, then perhaps they'd get rid of Poch towards the end of the season. But still, I think, I don't know if they could. That would be 3 managers under Bowley, wouldn't it? So then Tuchel, Potter, and then Pochettino as well. Nah, they can't do that. Four, 4-4-3. Todd's 4-4-3. Man. 6-0 United. Let's go, United. Come on, Manoa. Come on. We are coming for that Man City ass here. We're going to absolutely annihilate them. Oh, Fulham just scored against Brighton, I believe. Just saw a score change, which would mean that we could. Does that mean that we could go over Brighton? Quick look here. Did they just score? Yes. So if they draw, then we very well could be on our way to securing sixth place. Manchester United in 6th. That's what we like to see. Away results versus last season's top 9 for Man City wasn't that good, I don't believe. Ooh, okay. The plot thickens. Come on, United. Let's show these 3-4 City fans that they shouldn't have mocked up. Yeah, amen. Amen. Okay, players walking out the tunnel. Let's get ready for the first half. My skybox having a nightmare, keeps freezing the telly. Never trust modern technology, man. Never trust modern technology. Ericsson is off the right instead. No way is he. Nah, Ten Hag isn't playing Ericsson off the right. Surely not. Have you watched any Purge movies? I have. To be fair, I think it's a pretty interesting concept. Well, it was when it came out. I think a lot of people have tried to remake it. Why do you ask if I've watched any Purge movies? Cost. It's 11 versus 11. I don't care if they have Messi, Ronaldo, or Haaland. Give it your all. Oh, Manoa, I can feel the passion through the screen. Love to see it. Okay, so Sky have us set up as a 4-1-4-1, which is interesting. Let's see if that's the reality on the pitch. Okay, the lineups are all out. Come on. I just want to see them kick the ball, man. I'm feeling confident today. Okay, so Manoa is saying 6-0 win, and Cost is saying we beat City 6-0. In Football Manager, is 6-0 on the cards? Is that a sign? Let's see what we've got here. Oh man. We've got the legends walking onto the pitch at the moment. To commemorate Sir Bobby. So we've got a minute's worth of applause. Minute's applause for Sir Bobby. Stuart, Eric Ten Hag has put a championship side out. 4-5-6-0 loss. Stuart, apologies by the way. I will get to your DM and I'll get you in. Been a very busy week, but I have still got your DM. And Cost, you're sending me your win on. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to witness liquid football tear apart Man City. McTominay to kick us off. McTominay to Ericsson. Ericsson to Evans. It is the start of the first half. Let's get this timer going. Okay, Onana at the back. There may be a delay on the stream just because I had to edit some settings. Højlund to McTominay to Rashford. We're tearing them apart. Marcus Rashford down the left. Marcus Rashford to Ericsson. Ericsson to Delo. Delo cross and Delo's cross was poor. Poor start from Delo so far. Okay, Man City on the attack here. Bruno is playing on the right, as suspected. I don't know where Sky got 4-1-4 from. McTominay. And he shoots. Rather than passing to Højlund there. Poor from McTominay. I don't know if he could have squeezed that to Rasmus. I need to see that again. Man, you can hear the crowd. You can hear the Old Trafford faithful. Eriksen close him down. Good. Okay, Delo. Defending. Oh, Delo's doing his squatting, defending again. Okay, City have the ball. City playing it around the back. Okay, so we have scored 0 goals in the first 15 minutes of games this season. Whereas Man City have scored the most. So as long as we just stay 0-0 for the first 15 minutes, it's a good sign. Oh, Fernandes talking that talk to Jack Grealish. McTominay shoots my Jude Bellingham Scottish. When is Aaron back? I think he should be back in the next week or 2 weeks. He's doing full training now, but I don't know if that's full contact training or not. Ajax, sunny in it. Good throwback there, Cost, to Lingard and Rashford. No, not Lingard and Rashford. Rashford and Neymar. Yeah, Man City are still playing it around. Rashford tracking back, good. Things you would love to see. Rasmus on the ball. Good. Plays in Rashford. Rashford on the left. Okay, Rashford apologises for not releasing the ball quicker there. But he's still in the game. He's still in the game. Good hold-up play from Højlund. Okay, Maguire hits it forward to Højlund. Couldn't quite put it down. Maguire to Eriksen. Eriksen to Delo. Back to Maguire. Beautiful triangles. Things you love to see. If Eriksen isn't in the side, we do not see triangles. That is just a fact at this point. Onana forward to Højlund. McTominay on the ball to Delo. What can Delo do? He stood still for a very long time and he passes back to Maguire. Okay, Evans to Onana. Onana to Lindelof, who comes running back. Back to Onana. Onana plays it long. And ends up, what's Amrabat doing there? Okay, and Man City have the ball. Grealish on the attack here. Grealish trying to find Bernardo Silva. Tried to be positive for 7 years. I'm all used up. Be positive for one more day, Stuart. Come on. Good double save there from Onana. Haaland headed it into the goal, but then Onana with a clutch save, preventing us from going 1-0 down in the first 15 minutes, which is the outcome we need to avoid at all costs. Great saves from Onana. Onana, beautiful. Beautiful goalkeeping there. Was a bit of a dodgy save from Onana, to be fair, but he made a second save, which was the most important thing. McTominay trying to play it down to Fernandes, but City intercept. City on the attack again, but Evans blocking Haaland well there. What a guy. What a man. Johnny Evans. Okay. City are looking a bit more lively here, in all honesty. They're going to pile the pressure on because they know if they score a goal early, then heads will drop. Maguire there, good. Clearance. Okay. City still sitting in deep, but Amrabat hasn't been too involved yet in the game. 10 minutes in, I can't think of too many touches that he's had. McTominay, good pluck there. Rasmus Rasmus almost found McTominay, but it was intercepted by Man City. Ericsson battling there in the midfield. Things you love to see against Jack Grealish. Okay, Maguire on the ball. Maguire to Evans to Onana. Onana plays it forward, but Kyle Walker intercepts. Luton scored a football goal. Wow. That's not what Luton do, though. Brighton still drawing with Fulham, which means that we could, with a win here, go up to 6th. Foden defended well there by Lindelof to cut off that that running lane from Foden. Only Arsene Wenger has more managerial wins against United than Pep Guardiola. Hopefully we can keep that stat. We brought in a ball-playing goalie, but we don't have defenders to play out the back other than Varane and Leitch. I think Maguire can play out from the back, in all honesty. I think he could. I'm not 100% sure about Evans. He's got good composure, but I don't know if his range of passing... Oh, I don't know. Evans has shown his range of passing is good as well. Oh, Rasmus has been unleashed. Rasmus is sprinting forward. Rashford. Can he find him? No. Eriksen on the ball. Okay, Eriksen's still on the ball. McTominay. What can McTominay do? Keeping hold of the ball here. Okay, Man City have got the ball again. But they just give it back to us straight away. Okay, fairly 50-50, just with Man City having more of the possession. It's not been a complete domination by any means. Okay, Onana on the ball at the back, plays it forward. Højlund getting absolutely manhandled there. And the foul is given to Manchester United, rightfully so. Okay, Eriksen to Rasmus. Rasmus tries to do a little flick, but it doesn't quite pay off. Delo back to Maguire. Maguire back to Delo. Is Delo going to run into the space? No. Fernandez on the ball. Evans with a bit of a dodgy pass there to Maguire, but he does collect. Streams stopped, did you say? Is the stream okay or? Stream is good for Diego. I don't know, it's weird. Some people have been saying it's not been working. I don't know what's going on. $15:30 in the match clock. Okay, so it's working for Diego. I don't know, some people say... Ooh, okay. Man City got close there. But Rashford put him off. So we're 60 minutes in. We've survived the first 15 minutes without conceding a goal against Man City. That's what we like to see. What are the stats telling us? Very close game so far. Man City just about have more possession than us, 8% more. Only 10 more passes. Pass accuracy, they're a bit more accurate, but in terms of chances, creating a similar amount. I think we're looking at a 1-0, a 1-1, maybe a 2-1. It's going to be a close one. Evans man marking Haaland. No, just let him float up the back there. Bernardo Silva cross. Maguire headers away. Very good. Very good from Maguire. Højlund closing down. McTominay closing down. Bernardo Silva on the ball now. Bonjour, Mackenzie. Welcome back, my friend. How's it going? Snooze fest now. Yeah, the tempo of the game really has slowed down a bit. But to be honest, if we go in at 0-0 at halftime, I think we've won this match. As long as we don't go in losing at halftime, I think we've won. Okay, Grealish on the edge of our box. Grealish cuts in. Onana pushes it wide. Good save. Probably was going wide anyway, but it was a good save from Onana. Okay, corner for Man City. Ericsson tried to find Fernandez but failed to, and City have the ball again. Let's see if they can break us down. Oh, that was a close one. Bro, I can't load into stream, just chat. City just boring, just possession. Yeah, there's something dodgy going on with the stream. I don't know what. Is it working now, guys? Because my chat disconnected then for some weird reason, and then it's connected again. I don't know what's going on with the chat, but in terms of the game, it's all going ahead as planned. Okay, cross in from Man City. Away from Maguire, very good. Wait, what's happened here? Why's the ref stopped the game? The ref stopped the game to look at VAR? What? Are you kidding? By who? Rasmus? How is that a penalty? Oh my god. That's not a penalty. That is mental. Okay, penalty given. Great. The ref has destroyed our season again. You can't even put your arm on a player's stomach anymore. Wow. Well, Hoyland doesn't look as though he will be the Derby Day hero. Yeah, I don't think Nana's going to save another one. Oh, man. Okay, Haaland. And he scores. Sack the game off. We don't play until the refs are sorted. Oh, man. Yeah, no surprise. Ref gives away a soft penalty. And, well, it wasn't even the ref, it was VAR. VAR came back to give away the soft penalty, and yeah, we are 1-0 down. How you can say that was a penalty blows my mind. Oh, the game's gone, man. The game's gone. Ericsson to Fernandez to Amrabat. We've not had one decision given to us this season. Of course we haven't, because it's more entertaining for them just to play with our hearts, Mackenzie. But Højlund didn't even hold, though. He literally just had his arm around him. And he didn't even have his full arm, it was just his wrist. Like, if you think that your like someone's wrist can hold you back, it's mad. Okay, Man City are gonna probably try and go for the kill now. If they get another goal before half time, then it's not looking good for us. Okay, Amrabat plucks the ball away from Haaland. Good job. Maguire looking to find Fernandez, but Man City clear it wide. We're still in this game. Brighton drew to Fulham, so we could go up to 6th if we actually pluck out a win here, but we're going to need to score 2 goals. Not looking good at all. I think they cut off the one commentator because I heard a mic cut off and haven't heard him since. He probably didn't want to go with the agenda, so they cut his mic. Who knows? Man. Højlund? Okay, Højlund couldn't make up for his mistake there. Okay, how do we get back into this game?